I am good, thank you. And how are you?
Good.
Great. I'm glad. Yeah, I was thinking about your conversation, and the thought in my mind is that when we are in that space of calmness and peacefulness and released from the ego mind, I think our belief that is holding us back, or at least is holding me back, is that it's hard for me to believe that that is who I really am.
Don't believe it.
No, I know.
Because a belief is not true. But in this moment, who is the one who are in that space of silence and peace and da-da-da-da-da? Who is it?
Me.
Then who are you?
Well, that's exactly it.
In this
the
moment.
belief that I think all of us have been conditioned, because we all came from more or less the same Western philosophy, is that that's not who we are. I intrinsically know it is who we are, but the belief, you're talking about what you believe, and I think the belief is very difficult for us to realize that moment of detachment and peace and quiet and stillness is who we really are. But we are drawn away from that because the ego mind, all of a sudden, as we were talking about, draws us away, and all of a sudden we think, okay, that's who we really are.
In this moment,
yes,
let yourself to simply be who you are.
Always.
In this moment.
In this moment, yes.
Let yourself to be who you are. Fully.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
Who am I?
In this moment.
I am consciousness. I am pure consciousness. And I realize that the ego mind is drawing me away from...
Right there. Stop right there. Don't believe Don't believe that thought.
Don't believe that thought. No, I don't want to believe that thought.
Enter in yourself and don't believe that thought that the ego mind is taking you anywhere.
Okay. Yes, I understand what you're saying. Yes.
Stop that thought. Don't go there.
Don't go there.
Stay here in who you are.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when you stay here in who you are?
It's a good place to be.
But what happening in that place that who you are?
What happens?
Yeah, right now.
Nothing.
Exactly. So here you are, being who you are, recognizing that you are nothing. You are not an object to be looked at. Mm-hmm. You are the subject where the object appear. What appear in this moment, in that nothingness? When you speak.
What appears is my mind
exactly.
Thinking, I've got to respond to you.
Stop right there. That is what emerging. a thought that is saying, I have to answer. Immediately this I appear.
Yes.
That is the ego structure.
Yes.
But a moment ago, it wasn't there. Is that true?
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
So then it wasn't there and appear. Then it disappeared again. Is that clear?
It is clear.
It will appear again. And then Carol is going to be doing who knows what, going here and there. You will be using Carol and this mechanism of the body to exist in a world that needs senses to be experienced. There's nothing wrong.
Yes. Yes.
It's a mechanism. Because in your own experience, when you drop from the grasping or thought thinking, you were nothing. In that nothingness appear a thought that is saying, hey, Carol, come back. You need to answer to notice. Where was that Carol? It was gone. It was not here. Where was there?
I understand. I mean, I think I understand what you're saying.
Don't understand it. Stop that thought.
Yeah.
Feel it.
Feel it. But how can I keep it?
You don't have to keep anything. The only one who wants to keep it is a thought. Because the thought comes and goes, disappear and appear.
Yeah.
And then want to keep things because he knows that it's going to disappear. Did you see the trick? But you are not disappearing anywhere because immediately you drop all this thought thinking process, you're here. You are where you are because you cannot be any other place. It's who you are.
Yes.
It's what you are.
I am always who I am.
Absolutely. A thought is going to appear always. And the thought say, Carol, you need to answer, so get back your ego structure. Put yourself together. You know how to answer a question. Ta, 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 ta. And then Carol immediately go into work.
Jumps in there.
Is a problem with Carol? Responding a question?
I am who I am, and I want to keep that.
Stop that thought. Stop that thought.
Stop that thought. Okay.
A thought arises in you telling you that you wanted to keep yourself. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The thought will like to keep it because the thought knows that it doesn't have a life of its own. So it's afraid to lose a state of feeling peaceful and nice. But you already know that if you drop to yourself, you will be peaceful because that is what you have discovered and that is what you are.
Yes, yes.
So don't trust that thought that wanted to grab and have it forever. Drop that thought and then it's here.
Yes, I see. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand what you're saying. Yes,
Drop
I got
that
you.
thought. It's reverse, sweetheart. It's reverse.
Yeah.
And you have shown all of us clearly how this mechanism works because you demonstrate to us how it.
Yes. Right.
Now you can laugh. It's really funny.
Well, it really is.
Absolutely. Thank you. Mystery, this mysterious way, how this amazing process of manifestation take place
Yes.
when you really discover it is admirable
Mm.
because it's very subtle and very sophisticated and very complex. But through seeing, allow you to see through all these veils and realize, oh, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense?
Yes, makes a lot of sense.
So my invitation for you, it will be from now on, realize the arisings of thought, building, constructing the ego structure that you're going to use it to live this world.
Yes.
And when that is not necessary, it's going to drop it. Dead.
Right.
It's going to die. It's not useful anymore. The organ is not used anymore. It's not function anymore. It needs to be dropped.
But I'll still be here, Nuris.
That is what we realize deeper and deeper.
Yes, yes.
That the nature of our beingness is never born and it never dies.
Yes.
It's not a thought.
Right.
Is eternally alive.
That's beautiful.
Here.
Yes.
Is eternally present. Is the nature of existence. Is what gives life to everything else.
Yes.
And we don't need to keep it because it's not necessary. It's who we are.
Yes.
You know, it's the core of our beings. Now we're playing what we're playing beautifully, but when the game is over, it will be over. There is something that I would like to share that really was very beautiful from Ramana Maharshi. Somebody sent this to me from India. The false belief that this hell-like house called body is me is Naraka himself. To destroy that false belief and let the self shine as self is Deepavali.
Yeah. Light is shining.
Destroy that false belief that say that this body is me and let the self shine as self is Deepavali. So it's exactly what's happening to you right now. In this moment, it was realized very clearly that who you are is not this body.
Right.
It's not this mind. It's not this thought. Now it's possible to let this self to shine as the self.
Yes, yes, yes.
You have to do nothing. Because that realization is realizing itself.
Mm-hmm.
Dwell in that.
Dwell in that. Yes.
There will be thought arising, trying to take over, to kidnap it, to own it, to display it, to write it. Don't go there.
Don't go there.
Stay here.
Right. Yes.
It's very simple.
Very simple.
When there are the maturity or this realization, is effortless.
It's effortless. Is it because it's
What
it's
happens.
there. It's there all the time.
It's here. Not even there. It's here.
Yeah.
So what happens if one want to let this self to shine at the self? Bow to your own self, moment to moment. Instead to allow the mind to be doing anything, bow back to the self of your own self. Because in that, not trivializing this moment, in that of not trying to turn this in something else, you honor your true self.
Yes.
And then the mind becomes a servant. The mind becomes the servant for the self to keep shining throughout space and life. Vigilant is absolutely important, because until there is a body, there will be temptation.
Yes.
The temptation to believe a thought.
Right.
To believe another idea. To believe another story, or to create another story. Then be vigilant, be vigilia. Because vigilant is a little bit like judging or like persecuting or like, but vigilia, vigil, that would be the word in English. Vigil is like be present.
Present.
Be awake.
Vigil. Oh, what was that word you used?
Just
Vigilant?
Be
vigilant.
Vigilant is a word, but we have the word vigilia that is called vigilante, but it's spelled V-I-G-I-L.
Vigil.
Vigil.
Vigil. Yes. Well, that's like to keep a vigil. I mean, that's the way I think of it, is to keep a vigil. In other words, keeping a vigil would be to be aware, to be alert, to be
exactly
awake.
Exactly. Immediately, if thought arises telling a story, you have to be, be aware.
Yeah. Be aware.
Don't follow that thought. Don't
believe
that thought.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. Terrific. Thank you so much.
Thank you.